facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, the Locker Room and Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Joan and Dave Newman are big Philly sports fans. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room as we broadcast live from the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in Nashville as the Cincinnati Bengals battle with the Tennessee Titans. Tannehill and the Titans know how to two-step into the end zone. It's with the King, Derrick Henry.
He's going to march it in for a 21-yard touchdown run.
The Bengals are led by Higgins, Mixon, Boyd, and, of course, Burrow. It's the Bengals at the Titans this Sunday on Sports USA.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 12:30.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Springfield.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, and Atlantic City. You can feel the excitement in the air because it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Every vehicle, one dime down, and no payments for 90 days.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, Atlantic City is coming up big with its largest selection.
Woo, and look at that protection. Every new Mitsubishi has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
All just one dime down.
And no payments for 90 days. Even the fan favorite, an entire fleet of new Outlanders with third-row seating. Go!
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
Just ask for credit. Amnesty.
Yes, if you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
The all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville, they service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
New 22 Mirage, 16 4 dive down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title. No payments based on contracts up to 72 months to qualified buyers.
Everyone can boost their digital confidence with NordVPN. All it takes is one simple click. NordVPN will block online trackers, hide your virtual location, and secure your devices from malware-infected files during downloads. It will also detect malicious websites. So catch the Black Friday deal for a 1 or 2 year plan at NordVPN.com and get 3 months for free. NordVPN, cybersecurity built for every day.
The 2023 Hercules Tires MAC Basketball Championships are returning to Atlantic City's Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall, March 7th through 11th, featuring 22 men's and women's teams. The tournament is fun for the family, featuring a band jam, Spirit Squad showcase, and a mac and cheese fest, where you'll be able to taste a variety of mac and cheese from your favorite local restaurants. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action to see who'll cut down the nets and earn a spot in the big dance. Get your tickets at boardwalkhall.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here at the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash. The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast. And, of course, the weather's always great here, Carlin.
82.
Yeah, it is.
And I know Q's getting ready for that tailgate, the buffet upstairs.
I can see
You
some movement up there. I can smell it.
This is the place to be, the NFL Sunday Splash at Harrah's. Come on down.
Yeah.
30 big screen TVs. Of course, you can swim in the pool while you're watching the games. 2 huge screens on either end of the pool, and the buffet that's second
Hot tubs, bars.
Yeah,
They got everything.
Nice people.
Jacuzzi, everything.
Yeah.
Nice people. Lifeguards.
Yeah, look at
Everything's
you.
here.
Yeah, so you can have a few, and then
Yeah.
you
You
don't
know
worry
what's
about
great, too? You don't have to just be an Eagles fan here.
Yeah.
You got people from all over.
Well, that's
All over
right.
the place.
New York, Buffalo, Buffalo. People need to get out of Buffalo.
Yeah, they need. Yeah, it's still
Take it on.
snowing.
All right, well, how about this? Jeffrey Lurie, right, in Week 11, Philadelphia guaranteed its 18th winning season under Jeffrey Lurie.
Wow.
Is that so? Remember a few years back, he said the gold standard.
Yeah.
Now the Eagles have only won 1 Super Bowl in his time frame, which is
That's
still
okay.
that's great.
Yeah.
But is it the gold standard, Carlin?
Pretty damn close if it's not.
Well,
I mean, it used to be. I always used to look at teams like Pittsburgh. Like there were certain franchises that you just knew year in, year out they were going to be there.
Right.
They may not win it all, but they're going to be there. Guess what? That's us now.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
Okay, with different coaches, somehow we bounce back. Everyone complains about who they draft and they should have drafted, but look at the results. We're there every year. So,
Well,
I mean-
he made a prophecy that they're going to be the gold standard, and lo and
They're
behold, this
living up
team
to
has
it.
been relevant over the Jeffrey Lurie's tenure.
What's great about too is that we're not one of those teams that wins it, and then 3-4 years,
they just drop off. Yeah.
He seems to always mix in the veterans with some.
So
rookies coming
that's
in.
how 2 years ago we want to fire Howie, and now he's
Well, that's what we said yesterday, right?
GM of the year, right?
If you look at the moves that he made, I mean, his offseason moves were as sensational. Then we lose Jordan Davis, who the three of us saw him, and we were here for the Maxwell Awards at Harrah's, actually. And we saw him, and then he goes down and gets Dominic and Linville Joseph.
Yeah. So he's just making all the great moves, and the key is they got to stay healthy. Stay healthy.
They
Jalen's got to stay healthy.
contributed to the game, to the win last
Yeah,
week.
They
absolutely.
did, but you know who's really showing the mistake? Not having a real good tight end. Losing Dallas is really hurting.
Yeah,
but
that
you
hurts.
can't-
That
so
hurts.
in the salary cap world that we live in here in the NFL,
Right, you can't have everything.
can't
I
have
get it.
everything.
Yeah, you can't have everybody.
I'm just saying, of all the positions, we have backups at almost every position that we really don't have to worry about. We didn't have a backup at the
But
quarterback.
Carlin, the tight end,
Tight end.
and especially in this offense, in the play calling, and what's open in the NFL in this modern day, the tight end is huge, and that's a big drop off. I mean, it's
hurt.
Yeah, it is hurt. You can see it. You can see it.
Defensively now, the Eagles, their linebacking core last year. You guys remember last year how I was really down on their Singletary and the linebacker play overall was horrible. Howie Roseman goes out, gets Kazir White. TJ Edwards is gotten better. They've gotten a Kobe Dean from even though he hasn't really seen that much playing time, but
SEC?
from Georgia.
I think
Here we
he's
go.
SEC.
It's SEC.
So, so they.
That's a theme with him.
Yeah,
today,
he is SEC.
But my point is, he went out, he gets Bradbury, he gets out C.J. Gardner Johnson. He gets pieces that have contributed to the 9-1 where we are right now.
But more importantly, Billy, with that, like we talked about last year, he upgraded the play in linebacker, but he got the guys in front of him that kept the double teams. They got bigger bodies and the zero technique, 2 technique, 3 technique.
And you've been saying that. You're a former linebacker. You want big guys in front of you.
You need the big guys to keep double teams off you, and that's what he did. So it makes everyone better.
Let me ask you guys this: is this a good sign for you, Q? And I would rather see our linebackers lead the team in tackling, but not only is he leading the team tackling T.J. Edwards, he's 5th in the league in tackles.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
He's having a
good year. So he's having a good year. Your linebacker and your strong safety, depending on what coverage and background, should be your leading tackler.
Yeah, you don't want your secondary to be your leading tackler. That means you're getting too
your strong safety, free safety,
you're getting past the line.
They're past the line. But they're not blocked a lot of times. So that's why
the other position we were always talking about last year was our pass rush. And
yes,
look what how he does.
Yeah,
he's in Reddick.
Yeah. I mean, look,
he's
done Reddick's another guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just look. I was very critical.
Yes, we
all
were.
I wasn't the only one, but I can't do anything but sing his praises.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
This team is put together to win right now.
Carlin, let's look at the schedule. Green Bay tonight, Tennessee, at New York, who I'm not even afraid of the Giants after what I saw.
I've been saying it all along.
Thanksgiving.
It's a divisional game. You got to watch out.
It's like a Washington game.
But then they got this stretch at New York, at Chicago,
Dallas.
and at Dallas on December 24th. Normally that would scare me, but Justin Fields, he's out. He's not even playing now.
Yeah, Chicago doesn't scare me.
You got Simeon playing in Chicago.
So that doesn't
today.
scare me. That doesn't scare me.
And trust me, the last game of the year against the Giants, we may not even be playing for
Yeah.
it. If we control these games, we won't be worrying about the Giants game.
And yesterday, Q, we talked on the program about all that was made about get that one loss out of your system.
Yep.
I know you're a proponent of that.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said about staying undefeated, keeping the ball rolling.
I know, but you got, you know what you got to do? The league found their weakness.
Right.
They exploit it. Now you can change. You got to self-correct yourself, and that's what they're doing.
It's a copycat league.
Yeah. So they said, okay, this is the chink in our armor. Boom, let's correct it, and they did it, and they're doing different schemes now.
Teams know to keep us off the field.
Yeah.
So they're just going to try to run.
So
on us,
listen, good luck. I'm convinced.
Use the clock.
But Aaron Rodgers scares me tonight.
So real quick, Carlin and Quast, when we lost to the Washington Commanders, next thing you know, the next day, the whole next week, talking about Jonathan Gannon's defense and Jonathan Gannon this and can the defense we're so quick in this area to be naysayers, Philadelphia. But if you look at it, there's still 21 takeaways. They're first in the league, 4.6 yards play. They only give up 4.6 yards per play in the league, and they have 33 sacks. They're third in the league in that.
The Washington game was just a blimp.
I know, but guys, I was at the game.
Jonathan Gannon's defense is playing well.
I know, but here's what I'm looking at it a little different. They made adjustments at halftime, but there wasn't enough adjustments at the change of possession.
But he's probably maybe he learned from that, right?
Well, yeah, but
isn't that how people get better in the NFL?
That's how you get better,
right?
That's
how
you get better.
It's
hard, but it's got to come more. It's got to be quicker, more spontaneous, and they got to make changes quicker.
Carlin, I mean, I know that you're a big SEC guy now.
Thank God you're sitting in between me. I'm going to become regional of Big Ten.
I got SEC to my
Big
right.
Ten.
But all kidding aside, I mean, you did get players. When you get players from winning programs, does it surprise you? Like the
winning attitude,
right? Winning attitude. The Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis. Anybody else?
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
It's a winning culture and the coaching staff, and that goes a long way when people get drafted.
I would say, nothing against Kent State or the Miami Ohio's of the world, or wherever Carson Wentz came from, North Dakota State or whatever. Yeah. That's fine. You can find a diamond in the rough, but if you want proven players that are winners, you got to go to the schools
the teams
and also the teams that they play, because you're playing against pro guys every Saturday.
I mean, with all due respect, there's teams that just here in our little world of South Jersey, whether it's Ocean City, Mainland, Oak Crest, I'm going on. When you never hear Division I, you don't even hear Division II player. You know what you do here? At the Prep, at St. Joe's, at Holy Spirit, because they play a schedule and they're winning tradition. Colleges come in, they could say, hey, you're the best player in Ocean City, and you were 2 for 9. They may not want you. You're not coming from a winning
here's the thing, too, similar to the same thing. So the boys went to the St. Augustine Prep.
Yeah.
Well, we're the best in South Jersey.
Right.
You go up to North Jersey, now you got D1 kids. You got Bosco, you got St. Pete's, you got Paramus.
Totally
kids going to Michigan, kids going to Ohio State.
That's why I'm always saying these parents down here.
Oh, they're delusional.
They think,
they're delusional.
My son's been starting in Ocean City since he's a sophomore.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
But their record's 2-9.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's not being recruited.
Oh, because
he's not playing nobody.
Yeah.
But nowadays, but in South Jersey, you do have school choice. So, why can't a school like Ocean City?
You got school choice for $21,000 a year, and send your kid to a private school.
We said yesterday when we had Stephanie. Yeah. Maybe I'll get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
But if I was a girl playing basketball in South Jersey,
I'd want to go to Ocean City.
I'd be going to Ocean City to play for her.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. Hey, every Sunday we get to talk to Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. Great. We're going to talk to him next. He's going to give us the keys to the game, brought to you by Brill Pools. Scott Grayson, he gives it he's been right on this year.
Yeah, he's good.
He's been really good. And so we're going to talk with him on the other side. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call our good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan of the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at MOTML.com. Hey, listen, I just got a text message from our good friend Will Araby. He was hanging out with Matt Rule last night in Cape May. All right, we're broadcasting live here at the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2022 season tonight, hosting the Green Bay Packers.
Rodgers back. He pumps, he fires. It is intercepted on the deflection. Intercepted. And this game is as good as over.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:20. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagle station.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Yeah, right here.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest
Not yet.
you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Are you feeling it's a little overdone? Maybe it bogs down like it's overstuffed? Or possibly the appearance will keep your friends and family.
Wait, we're talking about my car.
I sent him the email, so he should be in.
Down this holiday season. Is your current vehicle roasted or overdone? Get to Matt Blatt Nissan, and AJ the Trade Man will fix you up. Then put zero down. Make zero payments till February, and pay just 2.19% APR financing on every new 2023 Nissan Altima or Rogue in stock for 36 months. Plus, used cars are still at an all-time high.
I can text Josh and let him know.
As always, drive away with peace of mind with
Okay.
Nissan's 4-day love it or leave it return policy.
Oh yeah, it's on at Matt.
Josh, I can text you when he gets in.
Reserve your Nissan today from our huge selection. Negative equity will be refinanced into new vehicle. Interest accrues from date of sale. Not all will qualify. Offers can't be combined. Call 877-289-6670 or go to mattblattnissan.com for complete details. Offer ends 12/4/2022. It's on at Matt Blatt Nissan on the Black Horse Pike. Egg Harbor Township.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here at the Pool at Harrahs in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. Got some people milling around here. That jacuzzi's always full.
He wants to go in, and water must be too cold.
Sticking his toe
in the water, right? Literally.
But you know it's always warm here. It's always 82 degrees, both with the temperature inside and the water temperature.
Just think,
Can't beat
it's the last week in November, and we're in shorts.
Yeah, we're in shorts.
We're in shorts.
The locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast right here as we do the Eagles pregame show from the Pool at Harrahs. And then, of course, we're at yesterday's on the other for the 1 o'clock games. And guys, this whole area's a buzz. When you're winning like this,
everybody
wants to be a part of it.
Just think, we're coming off the Phillies and boom, right into the Eagles.
It was fun. I was down in Philly for the parade on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I was there for that. Yeah,
I went down. Yeah, went down Dunkin' Donuts tent and everything.
You get a hat? You get a Dunkin' Donuts hat?
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. I ate about a dozen donuts. They were looking at me. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. But it was great, and everyone with the Phillies and Eagles,
a lot of Eagles
jerseys.
Gear,
a lot of Eagles jerseys.
Yeah,
it was fun. Neat to see.
The cheerleaders, the swoop was there, and you know they got a bigger reaction too. You notice that when the float went by,
it was good.
A really big reaction.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Why not? I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles are right off the heels of the Phillies into the all.
One after
it's a good time to be a Philadelphia fan. Really is.
Sports fan.
Really is.
We're waiting on Scott Grayson. When Scotty Grayson gets in, we'll get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson if we check in. But if not, I'd like to talk about. Did you see the catch that the guy from Army made yesterday? That one-handed grab, the nose of the ball came right into his hand, and he literally caught it like.
Did he have a glove?
Yeah,
he had a glove.
Listen, you hit the nail on the head. Gloves, those gloves. I'll bring you a pair of gloves that I'll bring them so you can put them on.
Oh, you got?
I got a bunch of them. Yeah. You can grab and
you grab anything.
You'd be able to catch that.
Yeah,
it's like stick 'em.
Hands.
Remember when you were a kid, stick 'em, stick 'em up.
Well,
the gloves are better than stick 'em.
Jack Tatum.
Jack Tatum.
No, it was
down his arm. He had it all over the place.
No, what's his name? Dave said saying he goes the gloves that they have today.
Oh, it's. Yeah.
If you just get it near it,
you're catching it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
So the ball hits it, just sticks to your hand.
It really does.
Much.
Yeah, and that's why the quarterback from Pittsburgh, his hands are relatively on the small side, and he's got to use the glove to throw the ball.
Hey, we got a new head coach job in the SEC. Going back to the SEC.
Oh, here we go. What is
Auburn?
Auburn.
Well,
Auburn just signed a coach.
Who they just signed?
You Fleas.
From Liberty.
From Liberty.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know.
That's why.
My girl, Liberty.
Both your kids go to Liberty, right?
Yeah.
He's going back.
Hannah was back.
You're a big SEC guy, aren't you?
He was. Listen, he was good when he was in the SEC. He was.
Is he like a typical front runner now? Like
you know what?
When the Eagles go in the tank,
no, hold on.
If
he comes with a Cowboys jersey, when we go to
Carlin, you're walking on thin ice.
Yeah,
man.
Listen.
You're walking on thin ice. I can't have a Cowboys.
He just wants to poke the giant.
I can put up with the SEC.
Do we have
Brad, I can put up with the SEC, but I can't put up with Cowboys.
We have
never sit next to
a
Cowboys.
funny story about 1 minute, and I'll tell you the difference between the Big Ten and SEC coming from a specialist.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
So I'm down. My son's at Vanderbilt, freshman year. I'm going down to my first SEC game, coming from the Big Ten.
Yep.
Never missed Penn State.
Yep.
Go down there. Guess who's doing the play-by-play? Paul Feinbaum.
Paul.
The day before, he's walking around the campus, so I go up to him.
Yep.
I said, Paul, I'm a huge Penn State fan. Not just that, I'm a Big Ten
Big
fan.
Ten guy.
I said, what's the difference that I'm going to see down? Vanderbilt was going to play like Florida.
Right.
Without hesitation. He goes, what's your name? I said, Mike. He goes, Mike, I want you to watch the linebackers. And then after that, I want you to watch the wide receiver. He goes, wait till you see the speed. Guys going from sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
He goes, the Big Ten is smash. You got to be ready to get hit in the
Something
nose.
to be said for smash.
He goes, but the speed of the game, you'll see the big difference.
Yes.
That's all he talked about.
Yeah, you're right.
It's an amazing point because of the fact that, how many times we've heard the people who have worked in the league, the guys like Mike Tannenbaum and, Joe Banner talk about how they need athletes at the NFL level. And the reason why the SEC is so attractive is because, sorry, Billy, I know you love to say big guys beat up on little guys.
Big guys beat up on little guys.
But the problem is you can't beat up on somebody if you can't catch them.
Yeah.
You can't hit somebody if you can't catch them.
Yeah, the big thing is like you said, linebackers, tight ends.
How many years did
outside.
Ohio State go to a big bowl game and play an SEC team and get
lose.
blown out?
I know.
And the
And
coach
they're the
would come
best.
out and say,
Let's get
"We're
off
not
the
speed."
SEC.
Yeah,
Carl.
I hear
It's
you.
starting to get me mad because
Yeah.
now it's time to go to get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson, sponsored by Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom unique pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill pool and ask for Mike Van Brill. Tell him the locker room sent you. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in Fox 29
There he
News
is.
sports anchor Scotty Grayson. Look, he's back in the library.
Yeah.
You look studious today there,
Yeah,
Grayson.
studious.
Yes.
He's not in the car.
You got to try to fool people as much as possible.
That's it.
Hey, Grayson, did you have a great time with your family last week? You were on vacation. You took the week off.
Yeah, we did. That's why I'm a little late. I'm still kind of on vacation time.
You're recovering from Scotty. You're recovering from all the great college football that you watched this weekend. It was
there was a lot of it.
unbelievable.
So many upsets. You're going to get those Saturdays every now and then, right?
Yep.
That's what I've got an SEC guy here. I got a Big Ten guy here, and these guys we're clashing.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle trying to play mediator, Scott.
Yeah. Hey, don't count out TCU out of the Big 12 either. I mean, they're having a great year too.
Yep.
Hey, Scotty Grayson, we were talking earlier before you came on about Jeffrey Lurie and the Eagles, the Eagles gold standard that Jeffrey Lurie suggested that it's going to be from now on out. He's pretty much lived up to that. They've had 18 winning seasons under Jeffrey Lurie and one Super Bowl.
Yeah, and if you're old enough like me to remember the days of before that when it was just atrocious, and you had Norman Brayman who wasn't all in on winning. He just wanted to see if he could get butts in the seats somehow, to get some money. And frankly, you're lucky. Eagles fans are lucky right now that you have that. That you have that ability to be able to fix a team that is decimated like Chip Kelly did to it. And a couple years later, they're in and win the Super Bowl. Here you are again, a couple of, big offseason moves, trades, get some draft picks, and how he's got this team right back in position, to be a contender. In fact, a front runner right now to get to the Super Bowl again. So, that's all possible by the owner who gives the ability for the GM to go do some. Now, how he gets creative, he likes to try to be the smartest guy in the room, and sometimes that gets him into trouble. But, so far, he's making the right moves. And so when you have an owner and a GM who are on the same page like that, this is what happens. You get, and you need a little luck. As much as they want to say, oh, we knew Jalen Hurts was going to be this guy. No, you didn't. You didn't. You got a guy who has all the pedigree, to work hard and to be better every year than he was the year before. That is a luxury. They did find the player who has that ability, and he's shown the ability to take that and take it to the next level on the field. That's all been a big key. And they're a little lucky. They're also very smart, very, very creative in the ways they fix a team. And that's why this team's a lot of fun to watch right now.
We're talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. He's with us every Sunday for his keys to the game. We also talked about Howie Roseman getting guys from winning programs like the SEC or the Big Ten, like big-time programs that are winners. I mean, look what happened with Carson Wentz from Dakota, right? I mean,
yeah. But how many times was how many drafts? Well, that's where you see the evolution of Howie Roseman. Because how many drafts were there where you see these big beefy linemen out of the SEC, and they pass on those guys? They'd go for guys out of the Big 12. Now, Lane Johnson's certainly a good pick, but you passed on some really good offensive linemen out of Alabama year after year after year. Man, those guys are groomed to be NFL studs. And finally, they've started to go to that route and get some of those guys. And it's paid off.
And Scotty Grayson, I don't need to tell you, and of course I don't need to tell Brad Quast, former 3-time All Big Ten linebacker, played in the NFL. These games are one up front, Scott. They're one up front in the trenches, on both sides of the ball.
Which is why it's so important to stay healthy in that area. Because we've talked about it for the last few weeks. Jordan Davis gets hurt on the one side of the ball. It affects everything they're trying to do with the running game, with the run defense. And, these guys, fortunately, on the offensive line have for the most part, stayed healthy. And it allows the Eagles to do so many more things when that offensive line unit is intact. And, You're right, and it's going to be a big key to the game tomorrow. You got to win the line of scrimmage. On both sides of the ball. I mean, you've got to be able to control the clock a little bit more on offense. You've got to be able to let Miles Sanders run the ball a little bit more. I would like to see that. And on the other side of the ball, I just think you're right. You got to win the battle up front. You got to get to Aaron Rodgers with this thumb. Like if I'm the Eagles, I want to hit him early, and I want to make that thumb uncomfortable right from the get-go. And let him know we're coming after you. Don't hold the ball, or that thumb is going to potentially fall off. I mean, that's that's what you want to try to do here in this game. So,
You know what, Scott? I think too, to get back to Rose and Howie and the culture, I think they're on the same page. The coaching staff, offensive and defensively, are drafting and bringing the right people in for their schemes, and that's real important. A lot of teams don't do that. They're kind of in different silos, but I think the Eagles really have a nice blend between the front office. They have a plan. We need a certain. We're running a 4-3 or a 3-4, whatever the defense is. This is the type of guy we need offensively. Jalen and what we're trying to do. They bring the receivers in that for their offense, and I think that's the key. And we're seeing that the fruit and everybody working together, front office and coaching staff.
Well, and I think that's not more evident than that. You're right. It's a perfect example of what you look at on defense. We saw last year that Jonathan Gannon really didn't have the personnel he wanted to be able to do the things he wants to do with his playbook. This year, they filled a bunch of those spots. They got some key pieces that are more able to do the things he wants to do on that side of the ball. And I think we can all agree that perhaps we'd like to still see a little bit more blitzing out of that, but you're right. Clearly there was a message conveyed that I need this kind of personnel. How he went out and found those pieces, and together they've created a much better defense that's able to do more things.
We're talking with Scotty Grayson, Fox 29 News, for the keys to the game. Scotty, now it's time for your keys to the game. By the way, Scotty, you're just like the Eagles. You're 9-1 with your picks.
But that's what I said. Until they lose, I'm not picking against them. But yeah,
I don't think you're going to pick against them tonight. I really don't. But
no,
I'm
not. But here's the one thing that when you talk about the Packers in late November, early December, every year, like if you want to play the Packers, play them early. They're always a bit of a hot mess early in the season. Aaron Rodgers tends to start fighting, no matter what, just starts finding ways to win with this team. And so I look at this, it's a national game, it's prime time, it's in Philly, of course. This is not the same Packers team, no. I just have this gut feeling they're going to keep this game a little close. I am still going to pick the Eagles. I think they're going to win 24-17. But I think this one will be a close game. So in terms of keys to the game, well, you got to win the turnover battle. The Eagles are turning it over too much these last couple of weeks. Protect the ball. Just protect the ball and take it away from the other team once or twice. You're going to win the game. Don't beat themselves with stupid penalties. That's always one of my keys because this is a team. The Eagles are built right now as a team that will, when they lose, beat themselves. You saw that against Washington. Last week, frankly, they almost did it again. Don't beat yourself, and you're going to win this game. Lastly, I think you brought it up earlier, Billy, you got to win the battle at the line of scrimmage. And I think that if they're able to do that, they're going to be able to move the ball running it. They're going to be able to move the ball passing it. Just get into a good rhythm offensively and play with the lead. Basically, if the Eagles do all those things, they're going to win this game rather easily. I just don't think it's going to all work out that well. I think the Packers are going to be able to run the ball a little bit tonight, and that's going to be one of the things. They're going to go to exactly the same game plan that Washington did, and frankly, that Indianapolis tried to do last week. They're just going to keep running the ball at the Eagles, and the Eagles have got to find a way to stop it.
Yep.
Look, guys, I know we like the fact that Jalen Hurts put the team on his back last week and won, but I like to see him. I don't want him. I don't like to see design runs from him. I don't like to see that, Scott.
No, you got to pick your spots with that. I agree. Sometimes I think he's starting to get a little bit of a tendency when the passing's not there to try to do too much. And that's when Jalen Hurts can get himself into trouble. So they've got to find a way to get him back into that rhythm he was in a little bit earlier in the year. I want to see Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown both get involved early in this game that will then open up the running game more. That's how I'd like to see them kind of open this game tonight and try to take it to the Packers that way.
All right, Scotty Grayson, you got the Eagles winning 24-17. We always win with having you on for your keys to the game. Thanks, Scotty Grayson. Let's go Birds.
See you, Scotty.
You got it, guys. Enjoy the game tonight.
All right, there he is. Scotty Grayson's keys to the game, sponsored by Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom Goodnight pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill pool. Ask for Mike Van Brill and tell him the locker room sent you. The first hour of the locker room is sponsored by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call our good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up the first hour. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast as we broadcast live from the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash right here on 97.3 ESPN.
You haven't downloaded the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app? Well, go get it now to follow all the Philly sports teams at 97.3ESPN.com. Powered by First Bank of Sea Isle City.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Springfield.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, and Atlantic City. You can feel the excitement in the air because it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Every vehicle, $1 down, and no payments for 90 days.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, Atlantic City is coming up big with its largest selection.
Woo, and look at that protection. Every new Mitsubishi has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
All just $1 down.
And no payments for 90 days. Even the fan favorite, an entire fleet of new Outlanders with third-row seating. Go!
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
Just ask for credit. Amnesty.
Yes, if you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
The all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville, they service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dive down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax like title. No payments based on contracts up to 72 months to qualified buyers.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying best product I've ever used and amazing. I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're broadcasting live from the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be to catch all your NFL action all day long here at the Pool at Harrahs in Atlantic City. The pool is nice and warm. There are people getting ready. There are people in the jacuzzi. And, of course, Q's got his eye on the buffet that they're setting up top there. And they have great food. The cheesesteaks going. They'll have the cheesesteaks with the wind,
Today's
right?
going to be a couple alcohol drinks.
Yeah, you're going to have a couple today?
Today
a couple
I'm
adult
gonna-
beverages today?
Yeah.
I forgot my bathing suit.
Yeah, your Speedo.
Hey, I want to remind people that Tara has her happy boxes, Tara's happy boxes and purses. It's a great charity, Mike, that they're doing to make kids happy around the holidays.
And that's a big thing.
And that is.
I
Put a smile
know
on
I
the kid's
get
face.
slow, very low on that, but it's important. I mean, there's
like
nothing more worse than going into a hospital to visit a friend or a family member, and then you walk past a room that has a kid.
Yeah, especially these holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. You want to be around family.
These boxes are cool. They got pictures on them.
Yeah, and the joy puts on their face.
Yeah, the joy.
That's
joy.
what I was getting at.
The joy.
To see the smile.
To see the smile. So get in touch with Tara. Tara's Happy Boxes at gmail.com. Tara's Happy Boxes at gmail.com. Or you can find them on Facebook at Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses. And it's a great charity. It makes kids smile, kids that are underprivileged or people that are sick, children that are sick. Get in touch with Tara. She does. It's for a worthy cause. All right, we got about a few minutes left in this segment, and I want to get into the Eagles at home on a Sunday night because we've been having a lot of primetime games. Q, let me ask you this: Does having a different schedule, like back in the day, you knew you were like NFL players are creatures of habit. They had the 1 o'clock game, but this year we've had several primetime games.
Yeah, listen, you take the good with the bad. The money is there because of the TV revenue and the popularity of the NFL, but that comes with Thursday night games playing on a Saturday during the holidays. You got a Sunday night game. You got a short week. You got Thursday night games. It's a short work week. It's tough to get back mentally and physically.
7 games.
I got I think a good question that our public would want to hear. Okay, he's been in the locker room. He knows what it's like to travel.
Right.
On a game like today, if it was a 1 o'clock game, you wake up, you have breakfast, you get on the bus, you go to the stadium.
Yep.
When it's this late in the game, do you have the afternoon to yourself? Are you relaxing? Like,
Yeah.
What time did the guys get to the?
There's two buses. You got an early bus and a later bus. You're 3 hours before the game.
But
you
don't.
get two
So, but
and a half, 3 hours.
Are there meetings
Yeah.
today?
So
or are you going around?
yeah, meetings,
Because
and then you get
the Eagles stay in a hotel.
Yeah,
They don't stay at home.
Yeah, they stay at a
That's my
hotel.
point.
So you're in a hotel and you're sitting around, BSing with your
Watching
players,
clock,
watching.
playing cards.
You're watching game film.
Yeah.
You're watching film, watching tape, and then watching games, and then just hanging. And it trust me, it's a long. It's not good sitting around.
Be in that day for me.
And I
You want to
guess if
play?
it-
Yeah,
I'd be in that person.
If the division was closer, they'd be probably focused in on the game who was right
Yeah,
ahead of them.
Yeah.
But right now, with such a
I'm
with
looking
a
at-
cushion-
I'm looking
Well, right
today's
now,
games.
so the players are chilling, relaxing, and they're doing film and they're hanging out. And then, but the coaches right now are working on the next
They're-
week.
yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah,
Oh,
they're breaking.
Oh, they're
film
not
down.
putting last minute stuff in for today.
No, so some of them are, but the half the assistants and the analyst guys, they're already breaking down film for the next week and trying to encompass a game plan.
So this has been a lot. Think about this for the sports fan, though. It's been, and for the Eagles fan. I mean, you had Thursday, right? Thanksgiving, three NFL games. You had a plethora of college football games on Friday and Saturday. Then you got all day today, and then they're the last one of the weekend.
There's
listen.
There's a lot of wives that are really unhappy with their significant other. They're not hanging the lights, the Christmas lights. They're watching games. I put them up. Yeah, I put them up. I put my Christmas lights up.
I got the tree up.
Me too. Yeah, everything's done. Everything's done, man.
My wife has the day after Thanksgiving done.
We're
Down, done.
It's all done. Everything's done.
Wow, I did.
Yeah, we did it because my kids were coming over for Friday.
Later on.
Yeah.
All right. Hour 1 in the books. Hour 2, we're going to talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. A lot to talk about there. Brought to you by Padula Masonry because there's a lot of people out. But we're here at the Pool at Harrahs in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. We're having a great time here as we do each and every Sunday. Food, pool, everything that goes on 30 big screen TVs. You got to be here at the Pool at Atlantic City for the locker room.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2022 season tonight, hosting the Green Bay Packers.
Rodgers back. He pumps, he fires. It is intercepted on the deflection. Intercepted. And this game is as good as over.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:20. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
The holidays are a time to unwind. At least they should be. So tune everything out and find some peace of mind in the turbocharged Acura Integra. Spend some quality time with the family in the spacious MDX Type S. Unwind at the Acura Season of Performance going on now. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Visit your Delaware Valley Acura dealer to find your Acura today.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Are you looking for a truly unique experience? Sweetwater Marine and River Deck is just the place. They feature roll-up garage doors to merge the indoor and outdoor space for the nice weather. You'll love to sit on their lawn at one of their picnic tables overlooking the Mullica River at sunset. Whether you're looking to have a nice casual dinner with a family or enjoy live music with friends, it's always a great time at the River Deck. Your dream day at Sweetwater Marine and River Deck will be nothing short of amazing. Visit SweetwaterRiverDeck.com for more info on their upcoming events and daily hours. That's SweetwaterRiverDeck.com.
Black Friday deals, the gifts are unreal. Shop JCPenney for thousands of deals so low, no coupons needed. Through Sunday, get up to 75% off fine jewelry. Bring home Cooks and Black & Decker kitchen electrics, now $22.99, plus $10 mail-in rebate. And get Memorex home electronics starting at $27.99. We got your holiday. Shop, shop. JCPenney. Offers valid on select items through 11/27. Excluded from coupons. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Kindle Auto Plaza has the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. With over 80 pre-owned vehicles on their huge 100-acre lot. Everything from sporty coupes to SUVs to trucks. Kindle offers the area's best buying experience, easy and hassle-free, with 60 years of customer satisfaction and community service. Discover why Kindle customers are so loyal. Shop for your next pre-owned vehicle at Kindle Auto Plaza, exit 10 of the Parkway on Stone Harbor Boulevard, or at KindleAutoplaza.com. Are you having a difficult time finding the right gift? Give them the gift of golf. The South Jersey Golf Card from Town Square Media is a $500 value. 7 rounds of golf with the area's best golf clubs for only $149. Your loved one will thank you for the opportunity to play Vineyard National at Renault, Rancocas Golf Club, Rock Manor Golf Club, and many others. Plus indoors at Shore Sim Golf, the ultimate virtual experience with relaxing Key West-style themed bays. Buy it today at SeizeTheDeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
With all the sports we have, every time of the year is the best time of the year.
And the crowd just buzzing with excitement.
On 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Red 83.
Welcome
to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
There you
We
go.
are back here at the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash as we broadcast live for our Eagles pregame show. The Eagles Packers tonight, the 9-1 Birds against the 4-7 Packers. And now I'm looking at the standings, guys, and I see Tampa Bay and Atlanta. They're 5-5. There's nobody coming out of there. I think Tom Brady's done. Say this is last
Josh
year,
just
so
told
I'm
me
not
that
worried about
they have a big game today at Cleveland because they're playing for their South Division.
Is Deshaun Watson back? Is he playing today?
Not this week.
Not this week, the following week.
But you look at Minnesota at 9-2, and of course San Francisco and Seattle. They're making noise out there in the West.
Yep.
Who scares you?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Why is that?
Because I think they're a complete team, offensively, defensively, and I think San Francisco's the only one we got to worry about out there.
What about the Dallas Cowboys there?
Dallas.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Better if you're not worrying about them, then you're not alive.
Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions Thursday
I know,
night.
but they're the Cowboys.
He throws in. One thing about Dak Prescott, he throws into coverage.
Yeah,
he takes a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, he takes a lot of chances because he's got such a good, strong arm, lively arm, and he does take chances,
And
and
they're going
and
to
it
sign
backfires.
someone, guys.
Yep.
They're going to sign a wide receiver.
Is anybody?
We don't know.
They might get Odell back.
Well, remember what
I think
Jerry
they
Jones said this week, though. Jerry said to the media that he doesn't even know if Odell is ready to play yet.
Correct.
He has not been cleared medically.
He hasn't been cleared medically?
He has not been cleared medically. So a lot of this OBJ talk may be premature. And
I hope.
But here's the other thing, and I want to bring Brad into this question I have, because Brad,
Yep.
I saw a different offense in the second half with the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. In the first half, they were asking Dak to make too many throws in the coverage. In the second half, they were giving him a lot of the easier throws, and you saw the offense move much more efficiently.
Hold on, let me jump in for a second.
Yeah.
What do you mean they wanted him to throw? I think he was just making a mistake.
Well, no,
Josh. I don't think they were asking him to threaten either.
So, like, for example,
he was making bad judgments.
Well, no, early in the second quarter, they were running go routes a lot, and they only had the tight end underneath. So what was happening is that Dak trying to press the ball down the field. So in the second half, you saw more slants, more crossing routes.
He hit the tight end twice.
Yeah,
but that was the second half.
They need Dak to play within his framework.
Yes.
And they got to run the ball and keep. They got to keep Zeke Elliott on the bench. They got. I mean, he's done. Like, I don't think he's got too much. I don't
think he's done. What do you mean he's done?
Like, I don't think he's as effective as the other running back. The breakaway speed.
Pollard.
Pollard's just a stud. He can do more out of the backfield with catching the ball pass wise. So they'll bring Zeke in. When it's short yardage.
Here's another thing. You look at the whole NFC East. We were at the beginning of the season. We were like, it's going to be the worst division in football. You look at it, it's the best division in football. 9-1 Eagles, 8-3 Cowboys, 7-4.
Like
Giants,
the good old days.
They
used to be like that every year back in the day.
Right, the black. I mean, that's a pretty good division.
It's
right
a great
there,
division.
Dallas, and in our division, we have to worry about Dallas. I'm not worrying about the Giants. I'm not really.
But like Hugh said, divisional games. No matter divisional games.
No one in the Midwest. The Central scares me, right?
No.
Cowboy. I mean, they don't Cowboy
Guys,
or Packers
it comes
or
down to
Minnesota.
Dallas, San Fran, Minnesota. In our conference.
I think I'm more worried about Minnesota than I am about Dallas or 49ers.
See, the Niners scare. Niners scare me. Niners scare me.
You want to hear?
Well, Bill, hold on. Let Billy explain. Why do the Vikings bother you?
Yeah, because we beat them pretty. We did a pretty good job against them in week 2.
Right.
Early.
It was early.
Yep.
And I think I think the Minnesota Vikings, and especially Kirk Cousins, he's gotten better each week. And I think Justin Jefferson, like, did you see some of the plays that he was making last week?
But remember back to the Cowboys game. The reason why the Cowboys blew them out was because when Christian Darrisaw went out of that game, they told Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, go get that statue quarterback. And that's the problem with Minnesota. If one O-lineman goes down, the entire offense is like a domino.
Well, every
falling
team,
over.
and I think the Eagles probably be one of the deepest teams in the league. With that being said, in the salary cap world that we live in, not too many teams are deep, right? They got to pay for their position players.
Unsexy draft picks.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the offensive lineman drafted until they're starting O-line.
But can we establish that that's where you win these games?
You win the games, and that's where you're going to grow it and win Super Bowls. Multiple Super Bowls is through the draft, because you can't, if you go get a high-priced free agent, you're locked in on salary cap. You know,
you better make the right choice.
Yeah, but even then, you look at these teams that do that, and they got lightning in a bottle for 1 year. They're going to suffer for 3 years. We just talked about the consistency of our Philadelphia Eagles and how proud we are. That's because they haven't really done that, which is good. They build it through the draft.
And I think the San Francisco defense is probably more formidable than any other defense in the league.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've only given up 173 points,
and
that's what scares me.
They're going to get better week after week.
And they've got Christian McCaffrey. But for some reason, to me, like I think Minnesota, when you beat a team, then you got to go play them again.
Yeah, that's
There's
tough.
always that in the back of your mind.
You can't beat a team twice. It's twice. Very tough.
It's tough, right?
Very hard.
In the
very
NFL.
hard.
So, guys,
very hard.
Minnesota right now has got 2 losses. Coming up, they play the Jets, the Lions, the Colts, the Giants, Packers, and the Bears.
See, Kirk Cousins doesn't scare me though. Like I don't think
Garoppolo doesn't scare me.
Well,
but
Jimmy G is a little more upside. Cousins is he'll always make the bonehead throw in the coverage.
Quarterbacks are cut out of the same mold.
Yeah, I disagree. I think Jimmy G's got way more of a clutch gene. He's played in multiple championship games. People forget the 49ers were winning that Super Bowl before Patrick Mahomes magic happened.
All he does is win.
Yeah, Jimmy G wins. Kirk Cousins is that kind of go like.
He's scary.
Kirk
Cousins is having a special
He's not
year.
the quarterback of the future out there.
But all it takes is 1 year to have a special year.
Well,
right now,
speaking of future, you think they're real happy with the draft choice with their first round quarterback? Obviously, he's not good enough.
I don't think so.
Well, he's injured.
Yeah, but still, he's not progressing like you know.
Well, it's hard to know if he's progressing.
Well, you can't make the club in a tub, right, Q?
Brad, really quick. Guys, really quick. You know who Kirk Cousins is? He's the modern day Dan Fouts. He puts up crazy numbers, doesn't get to the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know about Dan was good. Dan Fouts can sling the ball, man.
His problem, he just
so can Kirk Cousins. He's thrown for 5,000 passing yards.
I think your logic for
defensively
playing side by side, but Dan Fouts is.
Okay, fine. How about Warren Moon?
Okay.
Closer.
That's closer.
Yeah, but
we're
I think
getting
Warren Moon was a better overall quarterback.
Yeah.
But the problem,
Warren Moon's a Hall of Famer.
Like he said,
Warren
he's
Moon's
a
a Hall of
statue
Famer
back there. He's like he doesn't move.
But here's the thing: Kirk Cousins has put up psychotic numbers in the regular season, and it's the kind of numbers that dwarf even someone like a Drew Bledsoe. And I think everybody at this table with us here at the Pool at Harrahs agrees that Drew Bledsoe had one of the greatest arms that we've ever seen.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely.
Well, the 9-1 Eagles take on the Green Bay Packers today, and once again, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the 4-7 Green Bay Packers in a division with Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay. With the exception of Minnesota, they're all bunched up. I mean, like Aaron Rodgers, what Scott Grayson said, got to worry about him towards the end of the year because he's the kind of guy that when November, December rolls around,
finds a way.
He finds a way.
He wants to hit his incentives in his contract. He's
throwing
the ball. He wants to get his bonus money, man. He wants that bonus money.
What's the future for him? Is he going to stay in Green Bay?
I don't know.
If you think he'd just hang it up for good, or you think he'll go somewhere else?
He's got to play a couple more years. I think he's got 3 years left.
I literally think if they lose tonight, they're going to realize our season's done,
and they're going to have to start.
We have to see anything, because if we're not going to keep Love, then we got to get rid of him and try to get something for him.
Yeah, they got to start trying. Yeah,
and they're going to sit him, and he's not going to like sitting.
No.
He's going to be like, "You're sitting me.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done here."
Hey, we're broadcasting live from the Pool at Harrahs.
There's our
here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast. This is the place to be. Come on down to the Pool at Harrahs, man. They got they got 30 big screen TVs. Of course, you can place your bets here very easily.
Yeah.
And excuse me, you can place your bets here, and you have 2 gigantic screens on either end of the pool, and of course the buffet, second to none. They've got the pregame for both the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, and then halftime at both of those games.
And right outside, when you walk right outside, you got Bobby Flay's got a restaurant here.
Yeah, great stuff.
Guy Fieri's got a restaurant here. I mean, the Harrahs is the place to be.
I want to remind people that the Ocean City girls basketball team is in the middle of their world's longest layup. And it's for charity. It's to fight cancer. It's for the K. Yao Cancer Fund. You can make a donation. Donate at Venmo at OCB Ball on Venmo. And of course, they'll be finishing up at 6th Street, and there'll be food and drinks there.
Prizes, yeah, they got T-shirts.
But it's for a great cause. And get down there. I want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club, but you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course or enjoy fine dining or experience lively atmosphere in the pub. They've got a lot of new renovations down there. They've got the outdoor patio overlooking the first tee with the fire pits. They've got a great new sound system. And, of course, they do weddings. Weddings is what they do really well. Picturesque location down there. They got award-winning culinary banquet staff. They'll customize your menus. They seat up to 275 people. So book now. Go see them now to book for a wedding in 2023. Go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, when you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for us and Rhino, and they're always smiling down there. Hey, the Locker Room at Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal during the Eagles season on game day. Get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. And if you're heading up to the Eagles game, you want to place your order at Blitz's, get them to make your hoagies, and take them up to the tailgate, and you'll be all set. All right. When we continue, we're going to have more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast, as we broadcast live from the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The best way to wake up is with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Incredible crab specials Wednesdays this fall. 2 pounds of snow crab legs for $49.99 or 2 pounds of snow crab legs and 4 hard shells for $79.99. Thursdays is Chicky and Pete's Go Birds Wing Special. Whatever the Eagles score on Sunday, get that percentage off your wings on Thursday. Higher score, bigger discount. Plus our fall specialty menu with the mouth-watering garlic truffle burger and B-Dog Impact Nachos. Enjoy a pumpkin shandy or a smoked apple cider margarita. Chickies and Pete's. Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. And we know Saturdays in the fall are special. Why? College football. And we have you covered with food and drink specials and the best in-game experience to watch your team or the college football game of the week. Come watch Penn State, Temple, Villanova, Notre Dame, Texas, Michigan, Georgia, and more. College football Saturdays are special at Chickies and Pete's.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Springfield.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, and Atlantic City. You can feel the excitement in the air because it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Every vehicle, one dime down, and no payments for 90 days.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, Atlantic City is coming up big with its largest selection.
Woo! And look at that protection. Every new Mitsubishi has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
All just one dime down.
And no payments for 90 days. Even the fan favorite, an entire fleet of new Outlanders with third-row seating. Go!
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
Just ask for credit. Amnesty.
Yes, if you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
The all new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville, they service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title. No payments based on contracts up to 72 months to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here at the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash as we broadcast live, getting you up to NFL games here. This is NFL headquarters for sure.
Yeah, it is.
30 big screen TVs, 2 huge screens at either end of the pool. Of course, they've got the tailgate before the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games and at halftime of both. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast as we broadcast live from the Pool at Harrahs. Come on down. There are people at the pool in the pool already and getting their little workout swimming.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. You can watch the whole game while you're in the pool. Like actually swimming.
Where else can you do that?
You can't do that. Where you can do that? Vegas, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the Green Bay Packers because everybody's worried about Aaron Rodgers. And, you look it up and down their lineup. Last week he was 24 of 39 for, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a passer rating of 94.7. Not bad. But if you look at his, like Randall Cobb, 6 receptions, 73 yards, and Alan Lazard, who's coming on, who's playing pretty well. But nothing stands out. But they lost to Tennessee 27-17 last week. And, of course, we got the Titans next week.
Tennessee's good.
So, Brad, let me ask you this question. Can you use that comparison moniker like you say, well, if they lost to this team, then we should be – every weekend's different. Every Sunday's different,
Every Sunday's different, that you prepare differently. You put in different game plans. You self-correct, self-scout yourself. So, if somebody – found a weakness in one aspect of your game, offensive and defensively or special teams, you're going to correct that the next week. So then you change, you make adjustments, and you're professionals and you want to play.
Well, so I'm looking at the Carlin. You obviously before the season you went win-loss. Everybody does that, and you have Tennessee. Not that I'm looking ahead of Green Bay, but the only reason I'm bringing this up, Q, is because you have a loss for Tennessee.
I do,
and Green Bay lost to Tennessee last week, 27-17. So, I mean, if you look at the score, it really wasn't that close.
No. I mean, Tennessee's better than Green Bay. Tennessee's better than Green Bay.
Is that all you got?
No, but I mean, I don't know what. Look at that roster. Other than Rodgers, who really scares you?
Nobody does.
I'm talking offense and defense. It's not like they have a great.
I got to be honest with you.
Linebacker.
If you look at the names, like just for the casual fan, there's no names that jump out at you.
Right, Dave Rodgers.
I mean, AJ Dillon.
They're going to shut down Cobb and they're going to shut down Lizard with our defense.
They don't really have a number one receiver. Their tight end's not great. That's the whole hint of Roger being upset by not bringing more weapons in for him, So he's like, what the heck?
And don't forget, guys, it took half the year for Watson to learn how to run NFL routes.
Right.
I mean, you drafted this guy in the second round because he's supposed to be this big play receiver. What does he do the first few weeks? Dropping balls, can't run the route. Rodgers is getting annoyed with him. Rodgers goes to the media, complains about him. It takes him half the year to learn. Rodgers, he's getting older, and they put literally nobody around him.
I wish it was cold today because
because
he has a broken thumb. He's got a broken thumb.
That might help.
I hope. I mean, maybe his grip around the football.
How do you throw a football with a broken thumb?
Well, you shoot it up, and I don't know if he's got pins in it, but I mean, it's not. Yeah, they do. You shoot it up.
Sure, I know.
So.
Yeah, but he's got it. But the thumb is the most. I mean, on your hand, you don't want to lose your thumb.
It's your thumb, and then it's your pinky. Your
pinky.
Yeah, the guy. The
I know, but when you're grabbing a football. If you can't, as a quarterback, I don't care if you can't feel your thumb because you've been shot up or they've put some numbing agent. You got to be able to feel your thumb to throw a football.
Yeah. Well, the thing that Rodgers said on the Pat McAfee show this week, he said is that the way they stabilize his thumb, it allows him to put the thumb around the ball so he can place it so he can throw it. And like Brad said, he uses the other fingers.
It's just
for
one
the directional purposes.
Yeah, so this one comes up in the thumb and you.
But I played quarterback in college, guys, and I'm telling you, man.
Well, you ain't Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I'm not Aaron Rodgers, but you need the thumb.
You need your thumb.
If Aaron Rodgers says he can do it that way, I'm going to listen.
All the years that he's been playing at the level he's been playing, trust me, I don't think the thumb's that big of a problem.
Broken fingers.
Did you ever
play a game with a broken finger?
Listen, I do, and I'm going to, like what Scott Grayson said, take a page out of his book. Hey, man, the Eagles know that he's got a thumb. Go ahead. You can't go after the thumb, but when you get an opportunity to hit him, make sure you do.
Guys, really quick, can we flip the script? Because we haven't talked at all about yet today?
What's that?
The other side of the ball.
Well,
We've been talking about their Packers and their offense, but the Packers have a very inconsistent defense, and there's been a lot of questions about the Eagles' offense after the last few weeks. So, are there any concerns going into another primetime game with the Eagles' offense?
No, I think we're gonna come out running the ball. I think we're gonna throw. Jalen's gonna have about 250 in pass yardage. It'll be like 18 for 27, 250 yards with two touchdowns.
I think last week the Eagles played down to their competition. They've also made a couple bonehead moves, a couple bad penalties went against them. And remember, the week before, A.J. Brown, he was nicked up a little bit. He didn't have a really good game last week.
It was their off week, but unfortunately they had to play.
See, here's the thing about winning that game last week. They probably shouldn't have won that game, but they did. Isn't that the mark of a great team?
A great team finds a way to win.
Someone
other you rally the troops and say let's pull let's win this thing, and that's what they did. So it'll be a fun game tonight. The key is no turnovers. Just don't turn the ball over. Don't beat yourself. Let them have to beat you to win this game.
Brad, as a former player, do you have any concerns about some of those turnovers? Because in the last 3 games, players not named Jalen Hurts have combined for 4 fumbles lost. Jalen Hurts has 2 fumbles lost on the entire year.
Well, Josh, good point. Like in practice, the running backs are holding with 2 hands. On special teams, they're running a little more cautious, holding the tip of the ball. They're more cautious of turnover. Because trust me, all week they were talking about turnovers, the turnover margin, win the turnover battle. That's what they're doing. So try that all week. They focused on that. They talked about it. And they'll improve on it today, I hope.
And you're going to talk about the offensive side of the ball for the Eagles. How about Jalen Hurts owns the highest regular season winning percentage, 923 since week 15 of the 2021 season. My man is 12-1 during that time.
Carlin, where he come from? So he just wins.
Where's he from, Carlin?
Where's he from?
SEC,
Alabama.
Well, but
he was a Heisman finalist at Oklahoma, not at Alabama.
But Carlin.
They won the title.
He just wins.
But now that Carlin's an SEC guy, right? He's a big SEC guy. He's got a big smile on his face. From now on, when you talk about Alabama, you're going to see him turn red.
Yeah.
The biggest thing we haven't talked about that the Eagles have going for them. You ready for this stat, guys? In just the last 3 games, Philadelphia has converted 50% of the third downs.
That's huge.
Teams can't keep them off the field. I mean, think about it. 50%.
Well, yeah, but
third down, we're
in the Commanders game against the Commanders. It was time of possession was 2-1 them. We couldn't get on the field. Right. Our defense couldn't get on the field.
Hey, Brad, what are you supposed to do when you tackle the guy? When you want to tackle a guy, what are you supposed to do?
Take him to the ground. Get them down, tackle.
You know what the Eagles weren't doing? They weren't taking the guys to the ground.
And that's a good point. You know, the Eagles defensively are not sound tacklers.
Missed tackles.
Yeah, but nobody is.
Bradbury, nobody.
Yeah, but they don't practice. You're not able to hit anymore. Like Leonard in preseason was a joke. You don't hit. They don't put pads on anymore. So you don't know how to wrap up and hit. And if you don't practice something every day, you don't get good at it. And then during the year, you're all banged up. They probably put pads on maybe one day a week, uppers. So you're it's muscle memory.
Brad, can you explain this real quick before we go to the break? Because one of the phrases they use a lot with the Eagles is, "Oh, we thudded today." Explain to people what that means.
Yeah, so they'll do a thud is 9 on 7. They'll do the interior line with 7 on defense. And thud is where you're in uppers, you have a helmet and shoulder pads. And thuds, sometimes you wear pants and you wrap up. You get your head in there. You don't finish to the ground. You don't tackle the ground. Right. But it's thud. But it's where the linemen come off. They get some hits on them. The D lineman, you're able to reach block. You're able to kind of get a shortened version of the game, but you're not wrapping up and taking down.
And you know, when you see in highlight in film, when you see the practicing, you got coaches with like a stick with like a boxing glove at the end of it, and just like jabbing the players. I'm thinking to myself, is that what practice has turned into?
Yeah, I mean, I hated. I thought there was 2 in college and pro thud. My idea of thud in college was I wanted to get him in, so the scout team was in trouble when I said thud. I was hitting them, and they were down on the ground.
But back when you played, that's how you made a name. When you're on a scout team, you jack somebody up in a starting lineup, then you got looked at.
Yeah, it was fun.
That doesn't happen anymore.
Yep.
All right, we're broadcasting live from the Pool at Harrahs. Come on down, join us for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's a great time down here to watch. This is a great place to watch all the NFL games on over 30 big screen TVs, 2 enormous, gigantic TVs on either end of the pool, and the buffet. The buffet tailgate the food is sensational. We're down here on Sundays for games that are like not at 1 o'clock. The games that are later on. Here, because this is the place to be. I want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining experience, lively atmosphere in the pub. Now, you know, they social memberships are now available, and they're available at $25 a month. That's a great value. They've got, if you're looking for Christmas presents,
that's a great idea.
Shop's got
stocking
new apparel.
stuffer.
Yeah, they got new apparel lines from Fairway and Green, Stitch, Johnny O, Doc Murphy. So you want to get down to the Great Bay Country Club. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast as we broadcast live from the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in Nashville as the Cincinnati Bengals battle with the Tennessee Titans. Tannehill and the Titans know how to two-step into the end zone. It's with the king, Derrick Henry.
He's going to march it in for a 21-yard touchdown run.
The Bengals are led by Higgins, Mixon, Boyd, and of course, Burrow. It's the Bengals at the Titans this Sunday on Sports USA.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 12:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again and again. Call and again, again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Don't let time pass you by. Door-busting Black Friday sales are going on now and all month at Matt Platt Mitsubishi. Matt Platt Mitsubishi wants your trade, even if you're stuck in a loan or lease. Matt Platt Mitsubishi wants to get you released, and you'll get more for your trade when you purchase any select new 2022 Mitsubishi SUV, plus every new Mitsubishi Outlander SUV. Put zero down and pay only 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Worried that your credit will keep you from getting a new ride? Matt Platt Mitsubishi knows bad things happen to good people. We finance your future, not your past, even if your credit is less than perfect. So if you have a job clearing $350 per week, simply Matt Platt Mitsubishi. Unapproved with Tier 1 credit. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Go to mattplattmitsubishi.com for complete details. Plus tax, license, registration fees. Offers can't be combined. Expires 12/4/22. So come in today and get your deal your way. Located right in the heart of Glassboro for over 30 years.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast as we broadcast live from the Pool at Harrahs here in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. And I'm excited for today's game. Of course, the Eagles play tonight at against the Green Bay Packers in the Sunday Night Football game. You can catch all the action right here on 97.3 ESPN with Mike and Merrill on the call. We had Mike Quick with us yesterday. He was funny. He yelled at me. Quick yelled at me. He said, "Let Carlin talk." He said, "Schweiner, let Carlin talk."
Yeah, good.
My brother was cracking up when he heard that. He's a huge Mike Quick fan.
All right.
Mike's great.
Every Sunday we get a chance to talk to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. We need to talk to him this week because all these people that are out, we talked a little bit about it last week with all the injuries. So this is where the guru becomes very valuable. So let's go to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more, you name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the guru himself, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Well, Guru, I'm a little, I got waxed last week by both you guys. And with one leg I'm 3-8, the other one I'm 6-5. But I can't keep my guys on the field. Everybody is hurt. Justin Fields is out today. Matt Stafford's out today. Jamar Chase. The list goes on. Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Deebo Samuel's still questionable. He's kind of a game-time decision here. Leonard Fournette's out. There's a lot of guys today. Mike Williams not playing again today for the LA Chargers. This is what happens this time of year between bye weeks and injuries. It is absolutely brutal. The only good thing this week was nobody had a bye this week, so every NFL team's playing. So gives some people a little bit of a buffer, but doesn't really help everybody. Like you said, I'm in the same position. I've got Chase out today. I've got Deebo Samuel. I'm still waiting to hear. And I'm making drop ads last night and early this morning just in case. And there's some guys out there today, though, to take flyers on that I think could have some good games.
Guru, let me ask you this question. When you're looking, you pull up the app on the phone and you look through it says the players, and you go through the players. Generally, when you do your research, you don't go by their numbers at the top. You do your own research. Is that correct? I mean, you can't. I mean, they give you guidance, but you can't rely on that.
Yeah, they're basically ranking them in their projections of what they think for having this week, and also what they've done so far this season on their weekly average. That doesn't always hold true. Some of the numbers are skewed because guys were injured, so they were getting more targets. Guys are back. They played weaker teams as the season goes on, and now they've got a tougher matchup today. Weather is going to be an issue for some of these East Coast games in the afternoon, 1 o'clock games. It's going to clear up a little more tonight for the Eagles game, but that's going to curtail some of these guys that might throw the ball and some of the wide receivers, and you might want to look more towards running back. So it gives you a base guideline, but you cannot go by that at all. You really have to look at each individual game, particularly this week. I had to make 2 moves, and they may not be the most popular move to pick up, but it's ones that I think, given weather, given matchup, I think could prove to bear some fruit for me.
We're talking with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, as we do each and every Sunday for our fantasy football talk. Brian, you know what I noticed too? Like when you make a trade or when you need somebody and if you get rid of that person, you're not getting him back.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's
like
gone.
I gave up.
That's why I don't do it.
Yeah,
I like my guys.
Like I have Jamar Chase and I have Cooper Kupp. You know how long they're going to be out for?
Right.
I got to keep them because I'm not giving them up.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp's a tough one. I have him in my one league, and, it's really difficult because he could come back at the end of the season, but based on what happens the next week or two, if they can't win, and especially with Stafford out again, if they can't win games, they're not going to bring him back at the end of the year. So you're kind of holding him now, not knowing, but in another week or two, I think that picture is going to be a little more clear. Jamar Chase, I was optimistic he was going to play today. I get it. He's not 100%. He just got off crutches earlier in the week. So they're going to give him another week, but he's going to be an absolute stud again, hopefully starting again next week. So, that's another one. But Deebo, he's a guy that he was held out week 8 with that hamstring injury, and now it seems like he might have re-aggravated it. So curious to see what happens today. I made a trade, Billy, this week in our league. I traded.
Yeah, I saw that. I voted no, by the way.
Lamar Jackson and Tyler Lockett for Tyreek Hill. So, I picked up Justin Fields 2 weeks ago on the waiver wire. So I've decided I was going to ride Justin Fields, and Lamar Jackson, now is kind of somebody I could get rid of. It might hurt me if like now Fields might not play or isn't playing. That's going to hurt me, but I was able to pick up Geno Smith this week. So, I mean, my top receivers through trades this year now are Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, and Deebo Samuel. Now, 2 of them are, injured, and one isn't playing, and another might not this week. But I've got to try to win this week. We've got 3 weeks left in our regular season. But, man, if I can win and get into the playoffs there, I'm going deep and making a run with my team.
Which Carlin, that's my next thing too, because when you just made a trade. I noticed as soon as people saw that I had Cooper Kupp or anybody that's hurt, they're proposing all these trades. Like I'm going to give up on a guy that's hurt. You're one of them too. You're guilty too, Guru.
Yeah, but you know what? There's only so
I'm not
many
giving
spots
him
in
up.
the playoffs.
But he's right.
You got to either make your run or it's over. And I'm looking at trying. I'm clearing out some bench guys that are my depth, and if I get these injuries, it's going to be a tough sledding for me and not going to work out. But
hey, quick question. I got Tyler Higbee as a tight end. He's questionable. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know that he's going to play, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like it without Stafford. It's not really a good matchup.
Yeah.
You might want to look for some other guys out there. Do you have to play a tight end in your league?
Yeah, I do. I have a Robert
Tonyan
from the Packers.
He's got he's Packer.
Another tough matchup today against the Eagles. What about like a Will Dissly from Seattle? Could have a good matchup today. Maybe Hayden Hurst with Jamar Chase out if he's available. So maybe hit the waiver wire. You can side text me later for some free advice, no charge.
Sounds good.
Hey, Guru, don't tell him to go to Robert Tonyan. He had 2 receptions for 19 yards last week.
Yeah, no, Tonyan, he's had a tough year, man. I'll tell you what, he was great last year. This year, that offense just can't get going. And, right now it's the Christian Watson show the last couple weeks.
Guru, it's Michael. Listen, you're not in our league, so you can help me out here. Ready? just real quick, if you had to go with Lamar Jackson against Jacksonville or Herbert against Arizona, who do you like?
Definitely Herbert. You know
Okay.
what? Even though Mike Williams isn't playing, he's got Keenan Allen back. He's got Eckler, and Josh Palmer's playing unbelievable today. So I got to ride Herbert.
That's all I need
right
to
now.
know. Good man.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, fantasy football. It's week 12 in the NFL. Let's get your picks.
All right, so for week 12 at quarterback, I like Tua going against Houston. Geno Smith just putting up some good fantasy numbers, steady as we go. Like I said, picked him up this week going against Vegas. I like Derek Carr against Seattle at running back. James Conner against the LA Chargers. I like Miles Sanders tonight against Green Bay. I think they got to get back on track running the ball, and I think this is a good matchup for him to do so. Rashad White is one of those guys that you could pick up on the waiver wire earlier this week, filling in for the injured Leonard Fournette. Played well in Germany a couple weeks ago, again, going against Cleveland. At wide receiver, Tyler Lockett against Vegas. I like Michael Pittman tomorrow night against Pittsburgh. And again, Josh Palmer, the guy's been an absolute stud. They haven't been able to have all their wide receivers this season, so he's been filling in great. He's an absolute stud right now, really helping teams win with these bye weeks and injuries going against Arizona. So those are my picks for week 12, which is hard to believe we are so far in the season.
Can you imagine?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, fantasy football guru. Now it's time for your pick. The Eagles got the Green Bay Packers tonight. Sunday Night Football. How do you see this one shaking out?
Man, I'll tell you, the last couple of weeks have been tough. I was at that Washington game, and then it was hard to watch that game the other day, last week, I guess. But I'm going with the Eagles, but, my spread's been a little bigger. This week I'm going Eagles 23-20. And again, I think it could come down to the wire or something later in the fourth quarter where, either Green Bay comes back and scores a touchdown late, makes it look a little better, or the Eagles win on a late field goal.
Now, last week, we were at yesterday's, your fan club showed up there. You didn't show up. Yeah, you had Mike Dunleavy and Frank Unger were there, and you weren't there, Guru.
Yeah, I was out, in the freezing cold and the weather. Not the best day of golf I've ever played ever, I got to tell you. Could not wait to get to the clubhouse and have a couple cocktails and warm up. That was brutal.
Are you going to the game tonight?
I am not. You know what? It's been a long week, family in town and the holidays and everything else. And that game against Washington, getting home at 1 o'clock in the morning just killed me. And I'm going to take it easy tonight. Hopefully the weather clears out. Gave the tickets to a friend of mine, and he's taking his daughter. So hopefully for them it's a good game and they don't get soaking wet.
All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, as always, we really appreciate you coming on to the program and giving us your expertise. And we'll do it again next Sunday.
No problem. Brad, you can get my number from Billy and side text me. I'll help you out with that tight end.
Thanks, buddy.
There he is, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com. I want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. It's a great place to be a member. They're also accepting social memberships starting at $25. And, of course, they do weddings. Weddings are something they're outstanding with their weddings. Picturesque.
It's a great environment.
Married soon, aren't you, Q?
It's a great environment.
You got to get down to the we'll hook you up at the Great Bay Country Club. All right, for more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Somers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, when you get down there, please say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for me. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up as we broadcast live from the Pool at Harrahs here in Atlantic City. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2022 season tonight, hosting the Green Bay Packers.
Rodgers back. He pumps, he fires. It is intercepted on the deflection. Intercepted. And this game is as good as over.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:20. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN. South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or RedsJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Springfield.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, and Atlantic City. You can feel the excitement in the air because it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Every vehicle, one dime down, and no payments for 90 days.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, Atlantic City is coming up big with its largest selection.
Woo, and look at that protection. Every new Mitsubishi has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
All just one dime down.
And no payments for 90 days. Even the fan favorite, an entire fleet of new Outlanders with third-row seating. Go!
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
Just ask for credit. Amnesty.
Yes, if you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
The all new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville, they service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 dime down, $249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR plus tax title. No payments based on contracts up to 72 months to qualified buyers.
Exciting news. There's a new way to head to Florida for some sunshine. It's with Avelo. Hello, Avelo. Save $20 off round-trip flights with promo code ESPN20 when you book and fly by April 30th, 2023. Avelo flies from Wilmington Airport to 5 different Florida destinations. So no more driving to Philly. No more dealing with parking hassle. Low fares for Avelo start at just $49 each way. Flights begin February 1st. Save $20 off round-trip flights with promo code ESPN20 when you book and fly by April 30th, 2023. Book now at AveloAir.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast, Josh Henning producing and chiming in. We always love when Josh participates in the show. We're broadcasting live here at the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash. This is the place to be. If you're not going to the game, this is where you want to be. It's nice and warm in here, 82 degrees. The water's warm. You got over 30 TVs and 2 huge big screen TVs on either end of the pool. You can float around the pool all day and watch the games.
People float around having a good time. You got great food up top. It's going to be open up here.
Hey,
a little bit.
Guys, I got to tell you, man, this, I'd be remiss if I didn't say I want to thank you guys. I appreciate and I'm thankful for you guys participating with me here in the show. I'm thankful for Josh. It's been a great football weekend so far,
Yes,
and we
it has.
culminate with a big win tonight against the Packers. But Q, you played college football for Iowa. You love football in general. This weekend, what's the Thanksgiving weekend mean to you and your family?
Well, first of all, you get to see your family, your kids. You're around kids because they're all grown up now and they come back, and so it's good to see that. But it's just the deal of football and being around, talking my dad, my phone's blowing up and talking to my people back at home, and my dad, hey, did you see the Hawkeyes? What are they doing? It just brings everybody together.
Yeah,
around the table. It's togetherness, and you're talking football. You're eating turkey. You're having a cocktail. You're talking turkey. You're eating more turkey. I go to the parade, the Philadelphia parade.
The whole thing.
The whole atmosphere was just great. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Carlin, is this your favorite holiday?
It is.
I mean, let's face it. Christmas is Christmas. Christmas is fun for everybody.
Christmas can to me, though, sometimes can be overwhelming. Like,
It
you're worrying
can be.
about
If you
the
don't-
presents.
Like you already
and
have your
this
house already decorated.
Done.
You
My
have your house
wife's
there.
done.
I don't have my house.
It's done.
I know I'm a single guy, but
Right.
but still, I'm gonna
Trust me, I didn't do it.
Josh, you have your house decorated yet?
No.
No. And the
You know what I was doing yesterday? I was breaking down
Yeah,
my
what did you
dad's
do on your
living
second day
room.
off in a row? Because you don't really get too many days off.
Well, I was doing stuff. Well, first of all, I actually had to do work. I discovered some things, let's just say, in the last few days that made my 3 supposed days off turn into work days because of other people. But I digress. You asked Billy what's your favorite holiday. Mine is Thanksgiving now.
Okay.
Because Thanksgiving is the one day that it's not about what I'm giving you, what you're getting for me.
Right.
It's not about buying stuff.
What's
It's about being grateful for what you have, and that your life is not worse than it is now, or that you're in a better place, or whatever the situation is. I'm a big fan of glass half full. There's so many times in life. Look, my year this year has been a dumpster fire personally, and I'm so grateful to be where I am right now because of how I've made it through, of the people in my life, working with you, working with Gil. You got Nick Earnshaw back in the studio. There's so many good people that we've worked with over the years. And I think that if it wasn't for the people that I work with, I don't know if this year would have been as gratifying.
Well, you're gonna make Hugh cry, and that's fine because I'm the crier here.
You are.
Dick Vermeil cries a lot, but that's all right.
In
There's no crying in football. Well, I want to thank you guys. I don't,
thank
publicly thank you guys. Josh, we've been together for over 10 years now, and it's good to have.
And you still haven't gotten rid of me.
Someone that you can trust, but you work well together.
Yep.
And I appreciate you two guys.
Very good. We enjoy it.
All right. That being said, we got all that mushy stuff out of the way.
Billy's over here kissing me.
So, Q, man, it's time for your prediction.
Okay. All right. My
Q,
prediction.
I just want to let's review. Scott Grayson says Eagles 24-17. The Guru says Eagles 23-20. What say you, Q?
24-20. No, let's go 34-28.
34-28.
Yep. Eagles.
So you think the Eagles are going to lay? The Eagles have been averaging like 27 points a game.
Yeah.
They only give up about 14 or 15. So Carlin,
there's going to be a couple.
You think this game's going to be a high score?
There's going to be 2 touchdowns on special teams, one on each team.
But by the way, special teams really haven't really been performing well. I mean, Britton Covey really hasn't broke one yet. Blankenship made a bad mistake against the Commanders when he ran into the punter. So the special teams really hasn't done anything.
Where's Dave Phipp when you need him?
Yeah, they really haven't done anything.
The Eagles used to have the best special teams in football under Dave Phipp when he was with Doug Peterson. Now you get this guy, Mike Clay, in there, or Michael Clay, I'm sorry. And all of a sudden you go from one of the best, like a middle-of-the-road team. What gives, Brad?
Because I don't think they're spending enough time on it. They're not spending enough time on special teams. Usually you got to practice. You got to practice. And plus, quite frankly, the talent's not there. You don't have the ability to have the backups, are usually your special team people, to have 3-4 year vets in that position because of the salary cap. They're rookies. They're inexperienced. They don't know what they're doing, and that's what happens. And you see the drop off.
All right, Mike Carlin. It's up to you, Carlin. It's your turn to give us a prediction here.
I think this game you're going to know by halftime the game's over. And I think it's going to be a late touchdown by Green Bay to make it look like if you didn't watch the game, you wake up tomorrow. But I'm saying 27-16.
Oh, okay.
And I think Aaron Rodgers, this could be his last game.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, how about that? All right, Josh? You want to jump in? I know you probably made your prediction on your show Game Day.
Billy, you're the only one who actually asked me for my prediction. I appreciate that. So. Look, I think the Eagles win, but I'm kind of with what Brad was saying. I think it's going to be higher scoring than we realize. I think Aaron Rodgers has a little bit juice left in the tank. I think the Eagles win the game, but like Carlin said, you're going to wake up the next morning and think the game was maybe a little closer than it was. So I'm thinking maybe like a 30-24 kind of game.
30-24. Now it's time for my pick. And listen to everybody.
Yeah, Billy, what's your pick?
One thing about going last is I get to review what everybody says, and then I get to make that last-minute adjustment. But not today.
What do you got?
I think the Eagles gonna win convincingly tonight.
Okay.
And I think the score is gonna be 30-10. 30-10.
30-10.
Yeah, 30-10.
The
Aaron Rodgers.
the under's a lot.
Aaron Rodgers is done. They're gonna hit him in the thumb. He's gonna hurt his thumb.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Done. Fanoo.
Done.
You, man, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I want to thank Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. We count on him every Sunday for the keys to the game. Thanks to Brian Hartley, the fantasy football guru. Thanks for making Sunday. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Come on down to the Pool at Harrahs for the NFL Sunday Splash and watch all the action right here. Get your bets in and eat great food. Let's go Eagles.
Go Birds.
Let's go Birds, and enjoy the rest of the
10-1. Go Big Ten. Come on, Carl. Go Big Ten.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on Monday's edition of the Sports Bash, we're recapping all the Eagles and Packers in week number 12.